plan out your classes, and because it is a small school within a
Mm-hmm.
large school, your advisors know not only what classes, but they have a good idea of what you're going to be doing in those classes. They're going to be able to advise you on different clubs or different organizations that you can get interested in. The faculty, again, relatively speaking, it's a small group of people compared to the
Mm-hmm.
size of the institution. So I think you're going to find that the transition is maybe a little less. You're going to feel like there's less of a difference
That's
than if you
really
were
good
going
to
into
hear,
maybe like the
actually.
College of Liberal Arts and Sciences or something
'Cause-
that's just so big.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I'm not really used to, is like the giant like lecture halls. I'm sure I'll have some classes like that, but hopefully not too many.
Yeah, there will probably be, I mean, depending on how many of your general education classes you have completed.
Yeah.
But you'll take some classes outside of the J school just to satisfy other degree requirements that they have. It might be a little bigger, but on the whole, you're going to be in some fairly small classes. The more 300, 400 upper level classes you take, the smaller they tend to get.
That's good.
Yeah.
So when I get like in the higher echelon, there'll probably be only a couple people, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
And you're going to start recognizing the
Yeah.
same people from all of your classes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I have here the KU Journalism School requirements,
Yeah.
all the stuff that I've done and have
Okay.
yet to do.
Okay.
Okay, so I got all my comp classes done, public speaking, sciences with
Mhm.
lab, U.S. history, that.
Good.
DOR 302, is that going to be something that we take at KU? Is that
Mhm.
like one that's not offered?
Yeah, it is. Let me show it to you here.
Sure.
If you go to classes.ku.edu, you can
Oh.
look up the course description of any of these classes. Now, have you taken the equivalent of Journalism 300?
Is that going to be...
Visual storytelling.
No. I've taken media writing, reporting for the media.
Okay.
I've taken advanced reporting. I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
I have not taken 300.
Let's take a look
It
here.
didn't say that that was a requirement.
Let's go to the catalog. So this is our undergraduate catalog, so it shows you the degree requirements for any major at KU, and it's just catalog.ku.edu. So we'll click on the journalism school at the left here, and then we'll click on undergraduate. So for non-majors, we want to see for the major degree requirements. So all journalism majors are going to take this core here.
Okay.
And then if you decide to do news information, you follow this. If you decide that you're moving into strategic communication, you follow that.
Okay.
Um,
And this one, 300, will be available at KU?
yes,
Okay.
and it will be available in the fall.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that will probably be the first course you take, or one of the first courses you take, because I believe 302, they want you to take 300 first.
Okay.
Let's see. Students must be admitted to the School of Journalism, which you are. Suggestions, journalism 300 should be taken prior to 302. So it looks like 300 would maybe be your first semester, and then 302 would be your second semester.
What was 302?
It's called Infomania.
Infomania. Interesting.
It says students will learn not only how to gather information, but how to evaluate, analyze, and synthesize it.
And that would probably be semester 2.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if they have a sample 4-year plan here. Oh, here they have you taking them together. So your journalism advisor at orientation might suggest taking both of them.
Okay.
And you already have the 304 completed, correct? Oh, it's 304 here.
Yep.
Which is
122 here.
yes,
So
gotcha.
that is
Yeah,
good.
you've got the 304.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yeah. And so from there, you'll take some of these, what was it, 618 and these might come
A
later.
little bit later, yeah.
But once you have these two done, you'll probably then move into whichever track. you plan
Okay,
to
so
follow.
these like media writing, multimedia reporting, these ones will probably be like semester 2 maybe.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, this one you have already. You have media writing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Multimedia reporting, if you click on any of them, it'll tell you what the prereqs are. So that you've completed journalism 304
Okay.
beforehand, and you will have credit for that. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's see here. One question.
Yeah.
So we had this other sheet. I think it's this one. I hope it is. It's either this one or another one we had with us. It was in regards to there it is. Okay. It's in regards to the social sciences, cultural diversity course.
Okay.
So this little carrot thing satisfies the cultural diversity requirement, and cultural anthropology, right there has that. And I took
Mhm.
that class,
Okay.
got an A in it, and when I talked to a counselor, I think last semester, they said that wasn't actually going to transfer properly. So now I'm taking intro to sociology right now.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's still any way for this to somehow count or do anything. It's just really strange that it has that little mark in it.
Have you had your transcript sent to KU?
I believe so, yes.
Let's just see. So, if you click on My KU from the
Yes.
KU homepage, have you done this?
Well, yes, it's been really weird though. I've been having a difficult time trying to access some of that stuff, actually. Like, I feel like I know my username and password and all that stuff, but like,
It's not working.
it's not quite working. And if I want to change my password, it asks me the security questions, but then I don't ever remember making those in the first place.
Okay. So call, I'll give you a phone number to call.
Okay.
So it's 785-864-8080. And just let them know, because I'm assuming you went to this website, myidentity.ku.edu,
Yeah.
and you tried to do the security question and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so then just call this phone number here.
Okay. And they'd probably
And-
be able to sort that out.
Yeah, they like to see you in person. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
have a video, like if you have a
Like a
webcam
Skype
or
or something?
something, yeah, they might be able to reset things for you that way. But anyway, just give them a call and see
Okay.
what they advise you to do. I never feel like it should be as difficult as they do it,
Yeah.
because we have online students.
Right.
We have students that need to reset their passwords that don't
Uh-huh.
even live, some of
Right.
them in the country. How are they resetting their passwords? I don't know. Okay, here you are. We can generate a degree progress report for you for journalism. And are you news and information?
Yes.
News and information. We don't have to select an emphasis. And you'll be starting in fall 2018.
Have the class enrollment started for that? Yeah, 2018 fall.
Yeah, I think the first students, athletes, and honors will start enrolling here maybe next week.
Okay.
But there will be lots of seats left available by orientation.
Okay.
Have you signed up for an orientation day?
Not yet. That's
Okay.
something I really need to get on.
Here's all your transfer credit that's appeared in the system.
Okay.
So what this degree progress report is going to show us is what pulls in as what.
Okay.
See, your anthropology course is coming over as our Anth 108, so
Oh,
it
no
is
way.
transferring. It's transferring, we'll see if it checks off a box, but regardless, it's counting towards graduation hours.
Okay.
So even if it doesn't satisfy a particular requirement, this is thing on. I'll just print this out for you so
Thank
you
you.
can take it with you. On button. If I were an on button, where would I be? Right there. Alright, so this is your degree progress report. You can always, you want to generate a new one every semester
Okay.
because it continues to pull in the most up-to-date information that it has.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can see this is your KU core stuff. This is where you're at with the core and what you've satisfied in
Mhm.
terms of your Englishes and your humanities, natural science, social science, just like you've been working with your advisor. Anthropology is counting as your KU core goal 4.2, which means it's a class that had an international focus.
Okay.
You'll get your ethics class in the journalism school. You'll get your goal 6 class in the journalism school.
What about the one that was a little bit higher? This one, the human diversity.
That's this one right here. You can. It says you're really free to choose anything from the goal 4.1 list.
Okay.
Now there may be a journalism class that will satisfy 4.1, but there isn't a required journalism class.
Is this one I'd probably be taking in KU?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I take you back to this 4-year plan here on the catalog, if it gives you a specific course, then you know, like journalism 618 here and 608, it's going to satisfy, oops, wrong one. Where is it? That's First Amendment. Here, this is your goal 5.1 class.
Okay.
So you can see there, it doesn't tell you to take a goal, KU core goal 5 anywhere on here because
That one
they
is.
know they want you to take that one. But if you just see goal 4.1, that's them saying you have the freedom to choose
Yeah.
anything from their list. Same thing here with like your anthropology class. You can take anything from the goal 4.2 list and that's pulling in as that.
Okay.
So yeah, once you're at KU, you can take a Goal 4.1 class. Goal 4.1 is you're looking at diversity within the United States. So it could be that Introduction to Sociology class that you're in right now. That will count as a 4.1.
Okay. So once I'm finished with that here, it'll still count as a 4.1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
Let's go back to your degree progress report. Where is that thing? There it is. Yeah, so sociology will fit right in there. If you look at Soc 104, there's a bunch of different codes there. So this tells you it counts as a goal 1, outcome 1, or you can have it count as your goal 4.1, or it can count as your goal 3 social science. You
Okay.
can't get one class to count as all 3, but you can choose one.
You can choose one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see, what else can I show you on the
Um,
degree progress report here? Here's your journalism requirements.
Okay.
So math,
Math. Yeah.
there'll be some math for you to take.
I'm taking college algebra right now because
Okay.
I need to get into statistics.
Yeah.
I need to take statistics.
Okay. Yeah, they want you to take one class beyond college algebra. So
Yeah.
it could be statistics, that's math 365 right there, or it could be,
Is this the
Uh,
college algebra one,
mhm.
the first master? Okay.
yeah, or it could be just a topics in math class. It's kind of like a math survey course where you do a little bit of statistics, you do a little bit of probability, you do a little bit of geometry, a little bit of calculus, but you don't do too much of any one. So that's an option there as well if you didn't want to do the statistics route.
Okay.
Because journalism is fine with either.
Do you know if any of those are available on Johnson County's online?
Online, that I don't know. You might just look on Johnson County's schedule of classes and see if you can take Math 175 online,
Okay.
or if you can take Math 181
Hopefully.
online. What else? Your natural science needs to have a lab.
Okay.
So what natural science did you take?
I took environmental science with lab.
Oh, you have a lab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is it not checking out?
Are you in it right now?
No.
Let's see.
Yeah, last. It's just my semester before. Yeah.
Yeah, it should pull in. It's just, for whatever reason, the DPR is not pulling it in.
Okay, so
But that-
it's okay.
But that
it's
should work. Yeah, our environmental science class doesn't have a lab that goes with it, which is why you see this weird letter instead of
Okay.
a course number. But they should take it as your lab requirement because it does say it was a lab that
Yeah.
accompanied natural science. So long as that satisfies the natural science, let's pull in. Let's go back up to KE4. Yep, EVRN is coming in as your natural science. So sometimes things just don't pull into the
Which is
DPR
outwarded,
correctly. Yeah. And then this is where your major requirements start.
cool.
It shows you for news and information, like where you have choices. You just need to take one of those. You need to take, 3 courses required from that list. Only one's required from that list, but your journalism advisor can help you
Sure.
with all that.
And that'll be, I'll meet my advisor in orientation. Okay.
Yep. In your advisors, if you go to journalism.ku.edu and click on academics and then click on advising, you should have all your contact people here. So these are your 3 contacts. They're all fantastic.
Okay.
This is, if you email J Advising, one of them will answer you. And yeah, they're going to be great resources for you.
That's awesome.
Let me print this out. Print.
You know what the deadline to enroll in fall classes are?
You will leave orientation enrolled,
Okay.
but you can actually add classes to your schedule through the end of the first week of classes.
Okay.
But if you go to orientation.ku.edu, it just steps you right through it. So click on register and then pick a day, and then it'll give you some things to do in advance of your or in advance of that orientation day.
Okay.
And then you just go.
All right. And typically, like, is this like a April and May type thing, or is it already half started?
Well, you can see there is an April 13th, 14th. It's a Saturday, orientation day.
Okay.
And then the next transfer orientation day is the second day of orientation. So that would be so we have an orientation in April, and then we don't have any more
Oh, really?
orientations
Okay.
until June 12th, which is a new student orientation or freshman orientation. And then the 13th is, what is that, a Wednesday? Is a transfer. So if you
Okay.
want to get in, I would select one of those 2 days.
Yeah.
And just see what days, because when you go in here, it'll know that you're a journalism major, or you'll indicate it somehow, and it will put you in an orientation where there are seats available for the journalism school.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool. All right. Let's see here. So typically for like a journalism student, how many like minors are required, or which ones kind of go pretty well with that track?
I think you are free to choose it just requires that you do minor in something.
Okay.
Or get a second major in
Okay.
something outside of journalism. Like you could major in news and information and major in StratCom
Okay.
and have that work. But I don't know, ask your journalism advisor and see, based on what you're interested in doing in the field, they might
Yeah.
have some recommendations for you.
I was thinking of doing
On what?
photography maybe.
Okay. So you could look at a visual art minor. Again, if you go to the catalog will list not only all the majors, but it'll also list all the minors that are available at KU. So within visual art, let's do a minor in visual art. It looks like for a minor in visual art, you have to go pretty broad. So you would do sculpture and printmaking and painting. I don't see like a photography minor. You can definitely take photography classes. There's just, they haven't built a minor. Yeah, I don't see anything listed there.
Interesting.
But for all these different departments in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, if they offer a minor, it'll list it there.
Okay.
And there. Some things have minors, some things don't.
Does it have a major in photography?
I don't believe so. Let's see. Visual art has a BFA in visual art. And concentration in ceramics, metalsmithing. Don't see anything there. Is there anywhere else it would
Maybe
be
film and
design?
Film and media studies.
Design. Industrial. There's photo media. So it is a second. It would be a second degree, and it would be challenging to do in that design degrees take 4 years to complete from the
Okay.
time you start. And I don't see a minor. Yeah, they don't offer a minor.
But they offer like a major, but it's like a
It would
4
be,
years.
yeah, it would be a BFA in design with a concentration in photo media. And yes, because of their studio, they have an 8-semester studio sequence. And the fall ones are only offered in the fall, and the spring ones are only offered in the spring. So there's no way to do it in less than 4 years. It's the only degree program at KU that's like that. But there's going to be lots of opportunities for you to do photo media classes if you want to.
Okay.
And there are clubs that the advisors can point you toward that have you building a portfolio. So you can work for the University Daily Kansan if you'd like.
Yeah.
Or
I'd like to do that.
you can work for the ad agency, or there's a PR agency, or so there's going to be opportunities for you to build a portfolio if that's what your area of interest is.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of journalism majors that are, obviously interested in photojournalism.
Interesting. Good thing we talked about this because I didn't really know much about like the minors and stuff. And photography really isn't one. What would the one in like what was it, film and media studies or something like that?
Yeah. It is going to be under arts. So
Okay.
Liberal Arts and Sciences, School of the Arts. You have to take these two, one of these, one theory class.
And then
one of
one of
these,
those.
and one of those.
What would undergraduate studies seminar in blank? What would that be?
It's sort of a cover-all. So depending on the semester, they have different topics. So an undergraduate studies seminar in 1950s cinema, or
Okay.
Latin American cinema, or whatever the professors were teaching that
Okay.
particular semester. Yeah. Same thing with this one here.
Are professors in general pretty reachable? I know, like when you get into like a big universities, they have a lot of students to deal with and stuff. But I know it's going to be different from here. But that's one of the things I'm not.
I think professors are just like any other body of people. You have ones that are really approachable, and you have ones that are not so much.
Right.
I think you're going to be in pretty good hands in
Okay.
journalism school.
Good. Good to know. I might major in film media. That seems like a pretty good. And then I can take some photography classes as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think for my first year, my first semester, I'm probably gonna commute from. I guess I'm gonna go to the Edwards campus first, and then take the little bus thing
Mm-hmm.
to Lawrence and stuff,
Mhm.
and then back. Seems like a pretty viable
Yeah,
option.
yeah. I think they have Wi-Fi on the bus, so you can get work done.
How's their Wi-Fi in Cal campus?
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Biggest concern. Pretty sure that's about it. So I need to make sure that I call this number here because I need to get into this account.
Yeah. And then you'll be able to check your KU email. When you register for orientation, they'll probably send things out to you to your KU email.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is there any number or contact information for you in case there's any?
Yeah, absolutely. So my email address is patrick.kerner, and it's KOERNER @ku.edu. Yeah,
All right.
I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we are sort of the generalists, so we help students when they first arrive at the university reach the point of admission to a professional school, and then we kind of make that handoff. So we kind of know some of the early year stuff.
Cool.
And then for those upper level classes, much beyond like journalism 302 and 304,
Yeah.
I'll hand you off to the experts.
Well, this has been very helpful. I feel more confident
Yeah,
about this than ever.
Well, good.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad. And I wish you the best. Yeah, just go and register for an orientation day, and then we'll see you either in April or in June.
All right. Would you recommend probably earlier in general?
Oh, I always like to get things done.
Yeah.
But if you don't get the April date, don't stress,
Okay.
because there's going to be, lots of stuff.
By June?
Yeah.
Still? Okay, good.
You'll be in good shape. Sometimes toward the end